Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Brian and Jim here with Drink a Beer and Play a Game, and welcome to another episode of the Power Hour Podcast.
Yes, hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 311. Thank you for joining us tonight. Brian, play some 311 music so we can get copyright struck.
Jim, is amber your color?
As long as you become original.
Damn it.
I'm out. I've tapped out. Love song. Anyway, yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Sorry, once again, for the delays, as usual. I mean, last week we actually got around to recording an episode, and then multiple technical problems happened. This time to Brian.
Yeah, so Jim has his issue with a computer. We have recorded with the camera I'm using right now. Never had issues. For some reason, the episode that you will have probably seen by now came in at over 200 gigs, and I would try to crash my program. So I had to convert it from an AVI file to an MP4. So yeah, lots of technical difficulties, but I'm trying something new today. Hopefully this one is smoother. But yeah, we're back together, Jim.
Yes, lucky us. I do have my computer back. I have not set it back up because we have had 2 days in a row, just like every goddamn day this summer, of just nonstop thunderstorms. So I'm like, nope, I haven't hooked it up. I'm not plugging it in. I'm not risking shit. I'm looking at the weather forecast. I will be the most weatheriest weatherman that ever weathered with this thing for a good while.
If anyone knows Jim, he's
whatever. I have not even been clipped, Brian.
It is so crazy how everyone talks about still to this day, you warm your car up like you still have a diesel car in winter with regular cars, how long it friggin' takes you. And you follow these processes that it's so unnecessary. So I could actually see you every time it's about the thunder. You're going to be like, nope, unplugging it.
Oh, yeah.
Go around.
When I leave the house for a couple days, I unplug everything.
Of course you do, Jim.
Yep. The one time I won't, that's when the fire starts.
Yeah, that too. You're so worried about fire. Jim has a tiny little spark in his backyard. He's like, nope, got to cover it in 10 gallons of wood.
To be fair, that's from the childhood of being like, Jimmy, no candles. You got to burn the house down.
And how many homes have you burned down, Jim?
None yet.
Exactly.
Key word.
But yeah, so we're back together. And I said to Jim, Jim, maybe pick up some beer. Because I have a mishmash of leftover beer. Then I saw, you know what? I do have a few. I don't know if you remember me talking about this one.
Did you say mash on purpose?
Exactly.
I don't think you did.
Of course I did. You know me. You know I like wordplay.
Oh,
I
know all about your goddamn wordplay. I'm not the only one who noticed your wordplay.
I'm good with my wordplay.
Sure.
And I don't know if you remember me talking about this beer tonight, having Jim try out the Super Mash Brothers New England style IPA. I don't know if 12 is the name of the beer. But Super Mash Brothers, 6.4%, 55 IBUs. When I bought this before, I mentioned, I don't know if this was old. Something tasted off. You've already taken a sip.
Was it the pedophilia?
God damn it, Jim.
Look, it's not my fault. That's what the fan base is. All right?
I'm not even Catholic, so ha.
Touche. I'm not practicing.
You practice something.
That's just for fun. That's for me.
So what do you think of the first sip of this beer?
First sip, I was just like, yeah, it's a beer.
It's
light. It's frothy. It's good. Very, very way hazier than I was expecting for the flavor that came out of it.
Yeah. So the first time I had it, I remember thinking something felt off about it. This first sip I'm having now,
it's almost like there's nothing there. But then you get a tiny bit of almost citrusy malt in the back aftertaste. Back of the throat as it starts to develop out there.
So you know what?
Is this a hazy? But a really light one?
Well, it's a New England style IPA.
Same thing,
so it is hazy, but you know when people describe beers as dank?
Yes.
That's what I feel like. The flavor I feel is what I would describe dank as. And they don't always use it negatively. It's just a very particular type of hop or whatever. On the can, they don't go into exactly.
I'm surprised it's 55 IBUs because this is incredibly smooth. It's not bitter at all.
It was Best by May 15th of last year.
All right, well, there's your dank. That might be your dank, Brian.
It might be. There's probably some floaties. Oh, yeah. Look at the bottom of this card.
Oh, Lord.
So enjoy the bottom of that,
Oh, no. Actually, mine's not bad.
You got to keep pouring.
I don't want it now.
Pour it all, Jim.
I am not.
Jim, pour it all.
Nope.
Don't you be a bitch.
I am not eating life, Brian.
Jim.
I am not drinking life. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, it's in there no matter what.
I know, but if I don't see it, it doesn't exist. All right?
Oh, I want to say so many
Much like the
inappropriate
Epstein
things.
files. If no one can find it, it never happened.
So, yeah, we will... I wanted Jim to try this. I have other beers that I'll just probably split between him and I.
Oh, there they are.
The bane of Jim's existence right
God. Oh, no. You know, I should have known when you're like, bring over some beer. And I was like, yeah, I got beers to bring over. And you're like, oh, wait, don't worry. I found some. Like, what? Found some.
Cheers, Jim. To dank.
Found some beers. I was enjoying this.
So Jim, since last time we recorded, we once again had a fun-filled weekend together.
Yeah.
We went from too many games, being exhausted by that, to a whole new level of exhaustion, Jim.
A lot of people, a lot of crowds. Once again, can't escape them. But this time with our families, Brian.
And a lot of girl math. Because we saved so much, Jim.
We saved money.
We saved $20 on tickets. That's the important part.
We saved $40 a ticket, Brian. That's like $200 saved. We'd be suckers not to do it. Yeah, we went to Hershey Park over the weekend, spent a couple of days together. All the kids running around like, you know, delightful little monsters that they are the entire time. Nonstop energy. And us just trying to keep up.
What did we get? One beer? Like, I know at dinner we got drinks, but like... I remember you and I, we found that beer tray. We're like, oh, that would be good. But it was just so fucking hot. And it was on the 4th of July. Surprisingly, on the 4th, it was packed, but not as packed as it looked like it was getting on the 5th.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do a theme park on the 4th of July, do it on a Friday because... Actually, maybe that's what saved it because everyone just goes to the beach or does a barbecue for the 4th.
Yeah.
Like, you know, theme park isn't the first thing on most people's lists. So it actually worked out crowd-wise.
Fun, like Jim said. Packed ass day. I mean, it was 12 hours, 10 to 10 of just thing after thing after thing, nonstop.
Not by our doing.
Outside. No,
Wasn't
certainly wasn't ours.
All right, babe. So tomorrow we're going to hit the zoo, and then we're going to go to the water park, and then we're going to do the actual park, and then we're going to go get dinner and have reservations.
And then get to the parking lot and see fireworks.
And stay for the fireworks, of course.
And then we got to get up the next day, not too early, kind of early, to go through the factory tour.
Yeah.
And at that factory tour, we need to go to a theater that's interactive. And everyone really enjoyed that, didn't they, Jim?
$25 a piece. Saving money, girl math.
Jim, at least your daughter clearly enjoyed herself in that movie. It wasn't like she was bored to tears
She
at
looked
all.
so miserable during that thing. She had her knees up to her face. She's just sitting there like, she looked like me. She had my general... Brian's son over here, every time he sees me, he's like, Uncle Jim looks grumpy again.
Yep.
And
He thought
like,
Jim looked like an emoji. And I was like, that's just Uncle Jim's face.
Went from a doof to the grumpy emoji. What a life I live.
I will say, the second day restaurant to chocolatier.
Holy shit, that was good.
Levels better. I don't know if it was because we were also very hungry by that point. We didn't exactly have the best meals prior to that point. The drinks were cool. Like, we started off, we both got the same thing at first. The old fashioned.
Reese's old fashioned.
Reese's, which, that I didn't really like that much.
Little mid.
Screwball whiskey as a base to anything is always weird because I love peanut butter, but it was a little weird.
It wasn't bad. It was just there.
But my second one was awesome. The campfire, whatever, came in this fucking contraption full of smoke. Was not expecting that, but yeah, that was delicious. And then the next day, I know you didn't like it, but that s'mores cocktail.
Yeah, everyone liked that but me. I don't know. I'm not a big hot chocolate fan, and then it's just basically just like a cold hot chocolate with chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk.
You know, as it's coming out of the mouth, I'm realizing how stupid it sounds. But yes, it sounded like chocolate milk mixed with whatever the fuck.
I mean, it was that factory day was a good day.
Yeah.
Got good photos. I'm a good photographer. So, you know, it's a good day, too.
Brian would be the one to just have, you know, as we're all walking away, all of a sudden some young 20s, good shape, good face, all by herself. Probably some kind of influencer.
Possibly.
Needed some pictures taken.
Possibly.
Guess we got the camera. Wasn't Jimmy, that's for goddamn sure. Family's over there waiting. They're not even noticing because the kids are making them. So I'm sitting here stewing at Brian and his bullshit 2 weekends in a row, and the goddamn wives aren't even paying attention because the kids are running around like monsters. So I'm just sitting on this island of anger over here.
He's like, Jim, what do you think would have happened to you had you taken the pictures?
I don't think it would have lasted as long, Brian.
I feel like you would have been bitched out, Jim.
Probably. That would have been my luck, too.
What? Need a picture taken.
Fucking, so you'll like this. So what do you call it? As it's going on, like I see a mom trying to take a picture with her kids, and I was like, "Would you want me to get a picture with that? I'll take it of all three of you." And she went, "No, thanks." I just went, "This is really happening right now."
This is yeah, Jim. You know what? It's your energy. It's off.
It's my. Yep.
You don't have the friendliest face. You have the emoji face.
I have a lot of faces.
You're a Bidoof.
I'm a victim of circumstance. That's what I am. I can't help this face. This face was thrown onto me.
But yeah, we so we did that. Obviously, packed weekend. But what have you been able to play since last week, if anything?
A whole lot of dog dig nothing. Pretty much a little bit more of Prince of Persia. I maybe put like an hour or two into it, and that was only maybe like yesterday. After we got back, the wife and I were like, all right, we got to watch Squid Game before it gets ruined for us because it had just come out while we're gone. So spend most of our free time doing that. Okay. And then I got around to that. So I will say, I'm a Squid Game Season 3 defender. A lot of people seem to hate it, but I thought it was good.
I haven't watched it yet. It's so funny. I don't know what brought on this whole you willing to watch Squid Game because every other popular TV show you've been adamantly like, I don't want to watch Stranger Things. I don't want to watch Game of Thrones. I don't want to watch this. For something hooked you with that. So my guess is Sandy forced you guys to watch it.
No, it wasn't even that. It was like I've seen like 2 or 3 episodes of Stranger Things. I've seen 2 or 3 episodes of like Game of Thrones, and I was just like, it didn't grab me. But you know, just that hook, that gimmick of the original season, and that like surprise factor was just like, oh, this is cool. That's what got me. I mean, obviously, like Game of Thrones season 1, you know, the nudity was great, but you know, she got famous and she went, I'm not doing that anymore. So.
There was plenty of other nudity, Jim.
No, Brian. See, my luck would be Rome all over again, and you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Goddamn, Brian's over here trying to make me watch Rome on HBO back in the day.
Rome was a great show if you like about the Roman Empire.
I love me the Roman Empire. That wasn't my problem.
I had watched 3 or 4 episodes, and I was like, Jim, it's a show about Rome. Had Ray Stevenson, the guy who played the Punisher in Warzone.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever his name is. The other actor from Dog Soldiers. Mm-hmm. I was like, great show, violent. I was like, and there's a ton of just like sex scenes. I was like, all these checks.
He's like tits for days.
And Jim,
I'm
okay,
like, all right,
let's put it on.
Convinced.
Happened to be on. Within the first 5 minutes, Jim watching the show, giant wang just coming on screen. And he's
I'm like, Brian, what's the show you're showing me over here?
And in that same episode, there was some questionable sex scenes that weren't what Jim wanted to see.
There was some priest rape.
And Jim's like, what the fuck? I was like, this is your fault.
So I give it a couple weeks. I come back. I'm like, I'll try it again. Come over to my dear friend Brian's house, turn it on again. It's just like, no, just more guy banging.
This is good, no? You know, like that old meme, and it is a true thing. Whenever you're like watching whatever show or whatever game, it can be normal. And then if your parents walk in or somebody, it goes to like the sex scene or something. You're like, no, this isn't what it's about. Jim has that inverse. He makes it the worst possible thing you'd want to see as he tries to watch a show.
This is why my face is like this. I didn't want to be like this.
Can I take your pic? No,
I'm good.
Oh, fuck.
Just trying to be a friendly guy over here.
Be the happy emoji, Jim. Stop being the grumpy emoji.
I don't know how.
Well, unfortunately for you, you haven't been able to game. I've done a lot more Total War. Have you ever heard of Project Zomboid?
Yes.
So, the learning curve is crazy. I've watched so many videos. I think like I got hooked on some random guy. I mean, he's huge. He's got like 2 million followers. I forget his name. But like I was watching his videos and I'm like, that looks cool. It's so intricate and there's so many little things you could do. I was like, I spent an hour with it. I think I'll get into it eventually, but I was like, nope, I'm dedicated. Got to go back to Ocarina of Time. Since we last talked, I know we talked about this at Hershey. I don't remember the last time we spoke.
You were talking to me a lot about the Forest Temple and the Fire Temple.
Yeah, so
you hadn't gotten to the Water Temple yet.
Those are done. So I went through the ice cavern, ice temple, whatever you want to call it. That one's pretty easy because it was just
like it was a mini dungeon.
Yeah,
just to set up the next one.
That was pretty cool. It was extremely helpful having extra empty bottles for the blue flame.
Oh yeah.
I'm in the Water Temple now, and per Jim's advice, so I told him, I said, I'm trying to get through Ocarina of Time, so like I'm trying to also collect not everything. So I'm looking at a guide just to make sure I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to be like, oh, I get so far and then all of a sudden I need to backtrack. I don't have time for that. So I've used the guide to help me through most of this stuff, not even to like figure out puzzles. It's just like, am I missing things or things? And Jim was like, with the Water Temple, do not use anything. So I'm sticking to that. I'm already at the point where you're raising and lowering levels, and I'm already like, I'm up to the 3rd level, and I just raised it, and now like with every level I've raised, I have to like really try to figure out like, okay, so where can I re-raise or re-lower it? So I'm at that 3rd level now, and I'm like going little room by room. It is so apparent that I need the long shot. Like, there's so many parts, like, you shoot the eye, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I can swim over to this thing or do that. No, I need the long shot. So, water level is going to be interesting. I'll see what it is. But, yeah, that's really been it for gaming. I said I am kind of hooked on Loki. Get out. I am kind of hooked.
Brian's dog's been in here for the past 5 minutes. I'm just waiting for a cord to get ripped out.
Lay down. So, yeah, I am I'm enjoying it. Can't quite say it's the best. Maybe Majora's Mask is better, but we'll see. So yeah,
maybe you'll have to find out, Brian. I'm fucking card only for 3 goddamn years.
Well, Jim, once you finally aren't too scared to get your PC hooked up, then you can start finishing the X-Men game for our awesome patrons.
Yep, over at patreon.com/DrinkABeerandPlayAGame, where for as little as $2 a month, you can ask a question and we will answer on each and every single one of these Power Hour podcasts. So, just one this week, and this is the last of the Dickman dilemmas that we had in the old tank for us, Brian, when we needed it.
Did you revise it?
No, I think it's
okay.
It's doable. So, you get invited to an industry party. Every guest gets either A, a limited edition, never to be released craft beer, or B, an early access code for the most anticipated unreleased indie game of the year. Dilemma: you can only pick one, and you must give the other to your mortal enemy. Who gets what, and how do you justify your choice knowing you're fueling your rival's happiness? Would you sabotage their experience or take the high road? Break it down.
Instead of mortal enemy, let's just say you have to give it to me and I give it to you.
I'll fucking kill you. I'll kill you and take both.
So the thing with the beer, you said never to be opened?
Never to be a limited edition, never to be released.
So it's never been released, one of a kind, basically beer, or a super early access to an indie, like the most anticipated indie game. You know what? I'm going beer simply because I can wait for games. Even if it was like, I don't know, Resident Evil, whatever, and I can be the first one to ever play it. That'd be really cool, but eventually knowing I could play it versus a beer that's never to be, I can have basically a one-of-a-kind beer. The real trick for me would be, would I ever open it? I know you would never open it, for sure.
I don't know.
Your collector mentality would not allow you.
It would be a struggle.
I think I would open the beer like on a special occasion. I don't know what it would be, but yeah, I have to go with the beer just because it's so much more rare than the other one.
See, kind of threw me for a loop there because you did cut to the core of me. Because my first thought was, well, yeah, I take the beer because fuck you, you never get to have it. I get to have it. It's all mine. But then you brought up the collector side of me, and that is a legit side.
It sure is.
Maybe I do just go for the game, and then I post it all early. Maybe get some easy clicks. Maybe get some easy clout. A beer would just sit on my shelf. I have enough things on my shelf. Why do I need more things on my shelf?
But you don't have anything.
You know, I don't have enough of. What's that?
You don't have anything one of a kind on your shelves.
It is true. That is a stickler right there.
You can have the game. I'll take the beer.
I mean, if it's just me and you, I'm taking the beer out of spite. But any normal person,
Then I'm coming over and drinking it when you're not looking.
doing shit. I'm changing every goddamn lock known to man. 7 locks.
And then I leave a turd where the beer was on your mantle.
Gotta buy 4 dogs. One of them's got to be a good guard
Actually,
dog.
I just leave you a stuffed Bidoof where it was.
For those listening to the audio, I just kind of stopped in my place and started shaking.
Jim, don't you want to see me happy?
Yes, Brian, because I take the high road. Old high road Jimmy, always at it.
That was a good question, though. I like it.
Yep, that was a good one, Randy. So once again, thank you for all the help, and thank you to all the patrons out there for all the support. Make sure to head on over to Patreon, check out those tiers. I might try to start putting up some mini bonus episodes because
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
We got to give back to the people.
No, absolutely. 100%.
It's pain in the balls to schedule for 3 people for the big one, so those will still be coming, but we'll try to get some more content out there for you.
No, 100%. And guys, once again, truly, truly appreciate all the support. If you are supporting us and you can get the questions in, please do. Always interact with us, let us know, and thank you guys.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
And while we're on this subject, while you're helping us, go help yourself. So if you are a game collector, speaking of goddamn collections and things I just need on my shelf, I can fill more stuff by going to Ghettogamer.net, using the code DBPG, and getting 20% off your first order. So if you like the Nintendo, you like the Super NES, great selection over there. There's even hardware, so there's like cables, power cords, all that kind of good stuff, console bundles. So if you're looking to start a collection, it's a great place to start. And if you're looking to maybe learn about some history of video games, or some history in general,
Or photography.
or just how to be a more presentable person, head on over to Skillshare and use our code DBPG30. Why are you laughing so hard, Brian? Use our code DBPG30 to get 30% off a year of one class. So I can be happy, friendly, inviting Jimmy.
Jim, it is now my goal to become a teacher on that Skillshare for certain skills like talking and networking. And the sad part is I may actually become a part-time professor of what I do for work at Penn.
Hey,
And that could lead into teaching you about networking.
I don't need the help with that.
Jim,
I'm a wonderful networker.
Jim.
Everyone loves Jimmy.
You got Blondie.
I envy no man.
Yeah, support these guys. Check out the links below. Make sure you use our code. And yeah, they're both very much worthwhile. I know we've talked about them for a while, but check them out for real.
Yep. Head on over, support yourself, and support us while you're at it. Thanks again, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
So, after that little quick beer break we took, for anyone who follows us on social media, you might have seen that Brian posted his dinner for today. And, of course, we got to eat, have a little base before we have some beers and record, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
Brian, what was your dinner of choice tonight?
Delectable little kibasi, a little sauerkraut, some apples, some onions, and I made a little side of fried rice. Broke an egg in there, some Gokujin, It's pretty goddamn good, Jim.
Knowing that I was going to have to be sitting all like 4 or 5 feet from you.
Yesterday I had a lot of Brussels sprouts.
So
What are you suggesting, Jim?
the fucking sound that just came out of him right before we came back into this. And luckily, no stank yet.
It was like the harp of the heavens. It was cute, Jim.
Oh, it was not cute. I'm cute. That was not cute.
Jim, if we both did that somewhere public, I think I'd get laughs and you'd be like, ew.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's 100% what would happen. There's a certain tax you pay as a fat guy in the general public settings when certain things happen. You don't get away with as many
This
things.
is no
sometimes.
longer cute.
I get away with some things, not other things.
Yeah. You're jolly.
Old funny fat guy with his quips, but I'm trying to take a picture of your goddamn family. Don't be doing that.
Just take a picture, Jim.
I just want to be a nice guy. That's all. If you don't mind, I have a beer to chew on.
Well, I told Jim, speaking of beer, so as we're finishing up these, I am tasting more of the orange, but it kind of is tasting like old orange juice.
Yeah, no,
Maybe that's when I was saying dank what I'm tasting. I don't know. But I told Jim, I said, I have this weird mishmash of beers, but then I found the savior, the good old hams. I still have a couple left.
Yeah.
As you get to the bottom, it's
I
rough.
got to the dank. It was. I wasn't still enjoying it for a while, but that. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that. Wow.
It's there.
That is. Wow.
It's dank.
That is a pulpy fucking nature-made sitting in a basement with no dehumidifier.
This is that terrible.
Wow.
Those terrible people out there. If you're anything other than no pulp, I don't even want to hear some pulp. If you have any pulp in your orange juice, what's wrong with you?
There you go. I mean, I'm a black coffee guy, and even I stay away from the pulp.
Yeah,
I'm only kind of a psycho. I'm not full psycho.
Black coffee people are like, I just gave up on life. I'm just
kind of.
I'm not happy. That's all that is.
I'm not unhappy.
Well,
hey, easy. I am jolly and full of joy.
Well, Jim, does the announcement of good old Alamo beer bring you more joy?
You know what? It helps. So yes, the Alamo Beer Company has announced, in celebration of the new season of King of the Hill, they're making them some goddamn Alamo beer. The classic label that you see all the guys just standing around drinking.
So, you and I have talked about this. Fictional beers always intrigue me, right? Like they did it with
I am
Duff.
shocked you just didn't jump in and be like, you're Bill. I am shocked.
Jim, do I need to take the low-hanging fruit? Did I need to say anything during Krampus? I didn't say a single word to you, and you said, fuck you. Just like you, how many times did you turn and say fuck me at too many games? I didn't even need to say
was deserved.
That was not deserved.
That was deserved.
I'm the victim. And the
things were noticed. You're the networker. I'm the noticer.
I accept that. You can be the noticer, but I'm just saying.
I wasn't the only one noticing.
I was attacked uncalled forly. That's a word.
Oh, yeah, that's a good word.
But no, so I actually looked up. I put 2 links below. So this is the style. They're calling it Crisp American Lager, which take what you want. It's not going to be a light lager, I assume, but it is only 4.4%.
I mean, it's probably going to be like a Budweiser or like a Coors Banquet, something like that.
Yeah, so it will be available year round, but it seems like right now it's only in Texas.
They have a time frame too.
Yeah, so I had it all here. Retail statewide. I don't know, HEB and select Texas retailers. HEB might be a store.
Maybe.
San Antonio, Austin, Houston, Dallas, RGV, and more. Online, you can buy merchandise, and then bars and tap rooms, distribution pending across Texas and beyond. So, this is one of those things. Who do we know in Texas, Jim? We got to get somebody to send
We got
us.
some Texas people. We know some Texans.
Yeah,
Texonians.
We got to ask them. We'll throw the money their way, even throw a little extra for going out of their way, and just ship us some beer.
G to the next level. Send me some fucking beer.
There you go. Yeah. Gee, we're going to be bugging you.
So yes, July 26th will be the official launch party at the Alamo Beer Brewery in San Antonio. And then 28th, like you said, hits the HEB shelves. And there's already a mailing list you can sign up for. I mean, I put us on there. But
do you think it sells out fast? Like, I always enjoy King of the Hill. I feel like that was a show that was always a little under the radar.
You know what's weird about King of the Hill? It's a thing that's like, yes, during its day when it was out, it was definitely like a show that like stuck around forever. You're like, oh man, that's still on.
Yeah.
And you tune in and you laugh and it's a great show. But then, like, as the years go on, you like talk to people and like you realize like, damn, there are a lot of King of the Hill fans out there. It was just like a show that like no one
talks about.
It wasn't like a Simpsons-esque kind of like, taking over the cult. I mean, to be fair to it, it had to deal with the prime Simpsons and prime South Park that was complaining against for like the public space.
Yeah, like
and Family Guy.
Simpsons, South Park, Family Guy are on a tier up here. Whether you like them or not, that's where they are. Right under them, I'd probably put like Futurama.
King of the Hill.
At least King of the Hill, I would say, is one level below Futurama. It's popularity, not quality. I want to be clear.
Yeah.
And obviously, Mike Judge, Beavis and Butthead, like, if you watch it, you'll probably enjoy it. Just not enough people watched it, I feel
and especially watching it now as opposed to when you were like a kid watching it, too.
Oh, yeah. So
Like,
this
I was
is-
pissed when it first came out because I was like, this is the guy who did Beavis and Butthead? What the hell is this?
I know.
I was like 11 or whatever I was
So
at the
you
time.
couldn't get all the adult humor, but yeah, you're like, okay. And this is a reboot that I was not. Who the fuck was asking for it?
I mean, a lot of people wanted it, but it did seem to come out of nowhere, though, when they
Yeah.
announced it.
But I love, as I said, Duff Beer. Fuck, I know there's been other.
The Duffs and Universal were good. Of course, you can't get that anymore. But
Yeah. I'm curious how long this will actually stay around.
yeah, same here.
Like maybe it goes to the end of the year and they're like, okay, cool. So hopefully we can get our hands on some, try it out. I would love to, but
Or the show becomes popular again and the beer sticks around a while. Maybe, possibly.
you tell me.
I'm scared to finish this beer.
This is a rough one, Jim.
I'll tell you what.
Damn it.
Oh,
Jim, tell me about your boy,
oh,
Kamiya.
oh, oh, God.
Oh, you drank the semen at the bottom?
Well, Brian, you know me. I always drink this.
Yeah, that's part of you. You always have to finish. See, mate, I'm okay leaving a little bit at the bottom.
See, Brian, I appreciate the effort that others put out there. So, I just want to make them feel like it was appreciated. The effort was,
I don't appreciate you guys. Don't leave.
selfish prick. Won't even throw you a towel after.
There's something I could say, but I won't. So Jim, tell me about your boy Kamiya.
Fucking network. So yes, Kamiya, I guess is how he's. It's tough with these, these names. He's the guy behind Bayonetta 3 or actually the entire Bayonetta series, and he's always been a very outspoken game developer. Like super, and he's also like weirdly soft when it comes to social media. He's a big shit talker, but he blocks everyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm learning after diving into this topic.
Yes, but he had some words to say. Little weirdly, like 2 years after the fact now.
I was gonna say it's 2 or 3 years. I'm like, dude, you missed a chance to really speak out on this.
Yes. So he discussed the Bayonetta 3 Helena Taylor controversy, where he goes on to say, even famous people were jumping in and throwing comments at me. And then, once things calmed down, I went back and looked, and they had quietly deleted their tweets. Hey, apologize to me first before you do anything sneaky. That's some real coward shit. You posted it publicly on social media, right? So if you were wrong, you should publicly admit it. Say, hey, I messed up. Own it.
It reads like a drunken tweet. Like that reads as like, this has been stewing at me and I got to get it out there. Because who has talked about Bayonetta 3 and that controversy? And if you don't remember, basically, were they already done and they fired her? What was the deal with that one?
Oh, so yeah, there's the original voice actress for Bayonetta, and I think she wanted more pay, and so they just didn't bring her back for the third one and hired some other like big name voice actress or something like that. And then it turns out she was also like kind of nuts on the side. Like at first everyone was like rallying behind her, but then as time went on, everyone went, "Oh, you were like asking for like just
Too
some
much.
insane stuff, and like you were being a real like asshole about it." And apparently she was like a pain to work with, if I'm remembering right. It's been a while, and I don't really look into the lives of voice actors.
Or it's just your misogyny.
Or that.
But yeah, this guy.
Them trying to work, am I right?
Damn it. This is why I take pictures.
Probably.
No, here's the deal. I didn't know this guy's name. I didn't know nothing about him. I watched the video, which is very weirdly translated. But I love the comments explained who this guy. Everyone's like, yeah, maybe don't block everyone. And you would have seen some of this shit earlier than like 3 years late. Everyone's like kind of didn't seem like there was a lot of support for him in the Twitter verse. So other than Bayonetta, did he develop anything else?
I'm looking through it right now because I mean he's done a whole shitload of stuff, but
You ever play Bayonetta?
You know what? I have them. I've never gotten around to any of them. I've always been meaning to, but I think I was kind of burnt out on that like stylized hack and slash kind of genre
Devil
by
May
then.
Cry kind of, right?
Yeah, God of War, Devil May Cry, all the knockoffs, Dante's
I forget.
Inferno,
I know
other
she
shit.
has like the sword things. Does she have like guns on her high heels?
Yes.
Something like that. Okay. Yeah. I've played her in Smash.
Oh yeah, she was also in Smash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I mean, yeah, he started just as a director for like Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry, Beautiful Joe, Okami.
Yeah.
So a whole ton of like big name, like, loved games from like the 5th and 6th gen that are behind him. He founded Platinum Games, which we've talked about a lot. So, I find it to be a very hit or miss. I'll just say overrated kind of developer.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones where it's like they have like 4 games that everyone loves and they're like instant classics and shit like that.
Yeah.
But he's been coasting off them, and then he released like 6 bad games for like every one good one, but the good one's like an all-time banger kind of deal. So yeah, and then did Bayonetta and Wonderful 101 and all that other bullcrap. So he's done a lot of games. He's been around.
I'm gonna make a bold statement, Jim.
Go on.
He likes pulp in his orange juice.
He does seem like the type. See, and he'd be like, you know what? You're wrong for not liking it. But yeah, so after his long tirade in his video and everything like that, he concluded with, at least that's how I try to be. I may act like this, but I do have my own code. If I'm not wrong, then no, I absolutely won't apologize. No chance. But when I am wrong, I'll own it properly. Will ya?
Yeah.
Man, that was seriously lame. I'm the kind of guy who really holds on to stuff like that. I'll probably keep bringing it up forever. Yep, that's what I wanted to say about that question. And that's how I felt. All right, next.
Wow.
He's so humble. It's like,
Yeah.
listen, if you made Wonderful 101, you can't be this cocky.
Yeah.
It fucking blows.
He yeah. I don't think we'd be sharing a beer with him.
I would say probably not.
But yeah, here's the topic, 3 years old.
Yeah, a follow-up, technically, to a huge controversy that came. The funniest part about it, too, for all this shit talking, is, like, by and large, I think Bayonetta was met with, like, at best reviews.
Yeah.
Like, even fans of the series were like, yeah, it's got some ideas, but it's kind of a mess. Like, and I know that's partially because, like, the Switch had its performance issues and stuff like that, but there is also a lot of other stuff wrong with it, too.
Yeah.
So it's weird to be that cocky about.
Just what I'm still trying to figure out, like, what got to him that day that he's like, fucking Bayonetta people. Like, something got to him. He's like, you sons of and then he went through the trouble of trying to backtrack comments, and he's like, you deleted them. That's a next level, like, this has been stewing in him for a long ass time.
Yeah, really. And I don't think, I might be wrong about this, but I don't think he's done anything since then.
Who the fuck would have time? He's checking comments on fucking 3-year-old things.
How do you have time to check comments when there's nothing to see because you block everyone?
Take pictures. So what about that Microsoft, Jim?
Well, Bri, speaking of follow-ups. So this is kind of a follow-up to what we were talking about before, and just like all the news of Microsoft in general the last couple of years with all their massive layoffs. And we talked about it, how they recently let go of over 15,000 workers across all their different fields in 2025. And a report claims that it is all in the name of freeing up spending money to invest more heavily in AI infrastructure.
Yeah, unfortunately, in many industries, one of mine being one included, it is insane the amount of money being poured into AI development. And the number for Microsoft, fucking 80 billion. They already did have some investment, but apparently that's up like 25 billion from the previous year. We've talked about it enough times. Unfortunately, whether you like it or not, you know AI is going to be infiltrating every aspect of life, whether it's kids using it to write their papers, generating art, doing whatever. They're using it mostly to like debug and like help with coding things.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but every major company right now, that's the thing they do got to hop on, right? Whether you like it or not, there are all these big companies going to do it. The way this reads, though, they're suggesting that's the primary driver for the 15,000 layoffs over the past year.
Right. They had to let go of those people. They can't afford the overhead. They only had all-time record-setting profits last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shitty move, Jim. But didn't we even say when we last reported on this, like, even that number of like 15,000 or 9,000 was only like a very small percentage.
It was like 4 or 5% of the overall
yeah,
company.
you're like, Jesus. Once again, I know how big Microsoft is. I didn't think it was that fucking big.
I mean, yes. I mean, if you want to play devil's advocate, it might be a lot of bloat. But when you're turning that around to put
to put it
80 million into, or billion or whatever the fuck it was into AI.
Yep.
80 fucking billion into AI. Jesus
Billion,
Christ.
not the M, the B. That's whew. That's crazy.
Didn't Skynet start in Seattle?
Sure did. By the way, fuck Zach Bowden, the guy who wrote this.
Okay.
I don't be cute. Stop with this. Just refer to them as Microsoft. Don't refer to them as the Redmond Giant. Because then I had to look up what the fuck does that mean.
How many times did he say that?
Multiple times. And I'm like, oh, because Microsoft is based in Redmond, whatever, Washington. I'm like, stop being cute with it.
We've talked about that before.
Just say Microsoft. I hate this, like, the Redmond Giant has laid off. I'm like, the fuck does that even mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you're being cute.
That's Reddit right there. That's Reddit brain. He saw that on a forum and he went, oh, that's my thing.
Perfect.
I found my thing.
Yeah, I'm not going to call him out. But then he goes back and forth. It's like, if he said it once, fine.
The Redmond Giant rapes kids. That could be anyone. I don't know who that is.
I don't like it. I don't like it, Jim. I don't like these reporters. AI should replace them.
Well, the way a lot of these companies are going, I would not be shocked when that happens.
All right, so here's the question. AI, whether you like it or not, like, think about every major piece of technology. Phones, radios, computers. That next iteration that, like, a lot of people pushed against. AI is going to become so commonplace, whether we like it or not. It's like, what do you think? Another year or two before it's fully accepted? Like, right now, there's that still pushback. It's going to lose jobs. But, like, you know, there's just going to be a point where, like, we're all using it, whether we recognize it or not.
Probably, yeah. I mean, eventually it's just going to be... I mean, it's almost too useful to not be integrated. I hope you don't like innovation, because that's going to go fucking away.
Well, that's the thing, right?
Innovation and creativity. Bye-bye.
Well, so, okay, here's the concern.
I mean, there's always going to be stuff out there, but no one's going to make a living doing it anymore.
So here's the concern, right? Like, I hear what you're saying. Innovation, whatever. But if AI is limited strictly to what's been created, and I guess there's always been an argument in music and everything, like, there is no such thing as original thought anymore, right? Like, most things are a takeoff of something else or inspired by something else. So, does it open up creativity in people that don't know how to express it and therefore increase overall creativity? Like, if you're someone who can't draw, but you have a good idea and you just don't know how to translate it, is AI a good tool for that purpose?
I mean, it's a tool for that purpose, but isn't there something to be said for people knowing their limitations? Maybe focusing on what they're good at, and then instead of just having, a helping hand the whole way with stuff they're not.
Yeah, but, like, think about...
How do you learn if you don't fail? Let's put it that way.
Okay, well, think about it like this.
Brian, why do we fall?
So we can get back up, Master.
There you go. Case closed.
Think about it like this. When we got our logo done, we kind of generally were like, all right, we want a beer, a hand. We worked with Mole's brother. Like,
yeah.
We were like, okay, we wanted a beer label. We want the ribbons. Okay.
And Ryan did a great job. He used it for years.
Yeah, and it didn't even, like... I forget how many iterations, but, like, he kind of nailed it pretty early on. I think we made slight. But, like, we kind of knew. But imagine if, like, we couldn't describe it and we're like, you know what? Let's just see examples. Maybe it's something like that. Like, say you're just terrible at describing shit and you're like, let me fuck around with something instead of going the way of needing to pay an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Or so, like, you should still get an artist to do the final version for you. Because here's the thing that AI I think is going to fuck up everything is the legality of, like, an AI generated logo being your logo. Because in theory, don't all the assets that AI generates based off something else?
Existing, yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm trying to do the devil's advocate here of saying, like, is there something positive to this?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, even the logo for the podcast, like, that we've been using for however many episodes now, You know, the one with me and you says Power Hour Podcast, all that
Yeah.
shit. Like, I put a prompt into AI to get, like, an idea because I can't fucking draw, to your point.
Yep.
But then I use that. I gave it to Optic, and I was like, here's my general idea. Like, do your thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You there's that. There's been weird use of AI where have you ever seen where it's like take Resident Evil and make an 80s style movie trailer?
Mm-hmm.
Those things are just really entertaining to watch.
Oh, I mean, it's scary how good the quality is now.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, why is that a bad thing? If we're strictly talking about for entertainment purposes, I guess anything you could think of, like, I want to see the Punisher as a chibi character. I don't know, like whatever, something that whatever your imagination is now, you could in theory get shown to you in some way or another.
Oh, yeah.
I guess once again, why is that bad?
Yeah, I mean, in theory, in general, it's not a bad thing. Like, it's a tool. It is a tool. That's what it is. But it's how you use the tool, basically.
Sure. Yeah, I
mean,
Google, the internet. You could argue there's lots of benefits, lots of negatives.
Yeah,
we can't imagine life without it.
Google's just algorithm, based slop at this point. So, like, an AI, based search engine would probably be a billion times better than Google.
I mean, just search engines, period, right? Like, that idea is like, it's almost making the internet too easy for you. You used to just need to remember websites. And then we're like, is this easing it too much? I don't know. I'm trying to find the good here because whether we like it or not, it's going to be here. I don't like shit like this. 15,000 people losing their jobs for fucking $80 billion for AI infrastructure, but I don't know. I don't know, Chambers.
Probably we just got to live in the all AI future where you just hop on chat roulette and everything's just some Indian guy talking to you through some AI perfected naked woman on there.
I mean,
fucking cam girl industry is going to be wrecked by goddamn computers. Jesus Christ.
Jim, the net result will still be the same, right? You're still going to do what you're going to do.
No matter what, I'm turning off the browser in like 2 minutes, so it doesn't matter.
Damn it, Jim. So yeah, I do feel bad for the workers who lost it. Like you said, maybe that was the bloat. Maybe whatever. Still not great to see happen.
Oh yeah, no, it sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously when you see 15,000 people lose their jobs so they can dump $80 billion into a computer program, it's like, what the fuck?
All right, here's the ultimate devil's advocate. What if AI legit created, like, you're like, I want a Streets of Rage 2 game that features, I don't know, fucking the cast of Expendables. Like, I want that universe. And it creates it, and the control is perfect. They create a unique soundtrack that's inspired by Streets of Rage 2. And they do it all in, like, a week.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever it takes. Like, ooh, it will change the industry because now you're self-generating your entertainment. But, like, I guess as long as you're not selling it for profit, is it bad? I don't know. And you could make the argument, well, people should be paid forever. Like, all these asymmetrical games, I get these game development companies that are trying to fight with, like, Dead by Daylight. I love they're throwing out Killer Clowns. I love they made Friday the 13th. All these games, Evil Dead, they all crash after a year or so because they can't compete. What if you didn't? What if you just wanted to keep seeing some of your favorite movies from whatever? I want to see a fucking Guyver game.
That'd be cool.
No one's gonna make that because it wouldn't generate enough profit. So what if AI did, and it's a good enough concept, and then a studio says, there is a market for that. Now we pick it up.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of hypotheticals out there.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not saying, like, AI, like, in the overall is bad. It's just people are bad. So they can find a shortcut and a way to save money. They're going to do it.
Yeah. Is that bad? You tell me.
Can be.
What if they make I don't even know what the best version is. A game of Fallen Down for you.
I mean, that would be cool. Don't get me wrong. I'd probably really enjoy it.
Just saying, it could fix problems like Paprium is having.
Well, Bri. It looks like the one thing AI can't do is, what AI can't compete with, Bri?
Boobs.
Well, I mean, it already is kind of doing that now.
Real life boobs.
For now.
Networking.
fucking damn. Yes, but it just completely threw me off my goddamn track.
Jim's like, no.
I was gonna say it can't compete with the autism of the internet because you give the people on the internet a goal. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Suck it all down, bitch. Ah, what a lovely tea party, isn't it?
Oh, why was there so much?
Right? Terrible.
Oh my God.
It was an enjoyable beer until about the halfway point. That's what that was.
I'm gonna make you finish the other one I have in there.
Fuck you. I already did my time. But yes, so Paprium, considered to be an unbreakable, unhackable, unemulatable game because of its crazy programming, the entire code that was put on this custom-made cartridge and all this bullcrap only ever came out for the Sega Genesis. For the people lucky enough to get it because of all the controversy behind Fonzie and Watermelon Games and everything like that, we've talked about Paprium a lot of times before, and this is going to be no different. But Bri,
It's finally been cracked, Jim.
we're back, baby. So yes, there has been first. I mean, there's been a whole bunch of things. I couldn't even tell you the first person who like really cracked in and like posted about it, but we have links below to Stika to his tweets talking about it and saying, "Just got confirmation from a friend. Paprium is fully emulatable now. This is not a drill." So apparently, you have to do a special kind of just little finicking around with RetroArch, and you can basically get it playing. And even cooler is, depending on what you do, you can get it added on with all the 32X extras that were built into it, the Sega CD extras, all other different kinds of crap. So, I mean, there might be like maybe a few little sound things there. Pardon me. Hey, that's something AI can't do. But Steve went on to say, additional info. You can use Paprium Sega CD exclusive features in the emulator, including AI-controlled buddy character. Useful AI. Look at that, Brian. One for you, Brian. Look at that. But yeah, but I mean, this is awesome. I've always wanted to play Paprium. I am not a whiz when it comes to emulation, but I'm sure there's gonna be like well, not 1,000. It's a niche thing, but there'll be a handful of videos that'll walk me through, even my dumb ass. And yeah, I'd love to give Paprium a go.
Jim, I'm honestly considering just streaming it tomorrow.
You should,
just because I already watched a playthrough of it. Like somebody already put up it's like 45 minutes to beat, which is disappointing.
But
I don't need a game being super long.
But there are like a ton of branching paths in it. So
sure.
like, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of secrets in there. And apparently it has like the actual cartridge. Another weird thing about it, it has 3 save slots, but like you can't ever, I don't think, save over them. So like once you use your save slots, they're kind of stuck to it forever. I could be remembering it wrong, but that just sounds like something Fonzie would fucking do.
I remember you saying like and it's funny when looking this up, I was like, let me scroll through the playthrough just to get a feel of it. I'm going to be honest.
I hear it's excellent.
I don't know if it's the emulator. The graphics, there's some questionable shit in there. The sound it's kind of why I mentioned whole Streets of Rage. It's trying to be a knockoff Streets of Rage. Everyone who seems to say it's excellent, I'm almost like, are you saying it because it is so limited and you're not willing to be negative here?
And because you spent $150 in the cartridge?
That I had this conversation people at lunch today. How often do you like, fuck, I overspent, so I need to make it sound like it was worthwhile. I'm gonna play this. If it's good, I'm gonna say it's good. But if it's bad, I'm gonna rip it to shreds. So that's kind of why I want to emulate it. People are sucking this game off way too hard. I think it's overrated, Jim.
And you know what? For all I know, I mean, this could be the Scott Pilgrim game all over again, where
it could be
because it was limited. I mean, it was very ahead of its time when it came out, and people loved it, and then it got taken away because of all the Ubisoft bullshit for like a decade or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. Then it finally got the re-release, and people all jumped to get it, myself included. And it's not a game that people really talk about a ton anymore, and the reason is because the game's fine. That's what it is. So, I mean, you put that little veneer of, oh, you can't ever have this, exclusivity, the whole mess around its release and shit like that, then, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The privileged few who played are probably going to be like, oh, yeah, this was totally worth my my C note and a half.
I'll definitely, don't say C note, I'll definitely...
Bring it back 2008, baby.
Don't you dare. Why don't you say yoked?
Maybe I will.
I will... I think
I'm on fleet. I will do that.
Don't you dare. I will make it a mission to figure out how to emulate it and to play it and stream it. Just to see what it's like.
Yeah. I want to do the same thing as well, but I won't stream it because that's his bullcrap.
Well, you don't have a PC. You're scared to plug it in.
Oops, drop of water. Can't be doing that.
You're not even allowed to take pictures.
Not for lack of being allowed to, Brian.
I think the worst part of that, Jim, is you offered.
Yeah, I was trying to just be a friendly guy.
They're like, Mommy, who is this?
Mom with her 2 kids. Just grabs him and runs. Just looks back, crying. Oh, what a lovely tea party.
Oh, that reminded me of a story that would really piss you off, Jim.
The floor is yours.
So you know I take the train to work, and a couple years ago, train breaks down, as we know our regional rail likes to do.
Mm-hmm.
Stranded in the middle of nowhere. I knew someone from my work, and we were like, oh, cool. She was like, oh, let's take an Uber to the train station. Random girl standing by herself comes over to me and says, are you calling an Uber? I'm like, yeah. She's like, can I hitch a ride with you? I was like, you don't know me from anyone. Like, why would you be willing to do that? That seems odd. Talkative. But I question why.
Was she fat?
No.
She ugly?
No.
Can situation.
Would you call that stacked?
That's about par for the course over here. Not what I expected.
It was an interesting dichotomy there, Jim. Trusting face.
All I have is just our buddy Joe coming up to me and going, "The fuck's this son of a bitch doing?" Just that little bit of vindication gets me by.
But you were planting seeds.
There are no seeds planted.
You were planting seeds.
There are no seeds planted.
You're a seed planter, Jim.
Bri, if anything, I'm just a ray of sunshine that lets the seeds bloom.
That you planted.
I didn't plant anything.
You know what you did.
You planted them
You
with
know
your
what you
bullshit.
did.
That's what you
You
fucking
know
did.
what you fucking did. I can't wait to play Paprium, Jim.
What an episode, folks. What a show.
So Chambers, how refreshing was that hams? After
Oh,
having-
dear God, Brian. Oh, my God. Just
when we first started these, by the way,
Oh, the sky blue waters, Brian, just washing the filth away from me.
I was literally like, maybe I was too harsh on that beer. And then very quickly, I was like, no, my take was right. And when you let it get to that bottom and warm, it all flooded back. I remember I still had these in my goddamn fridge.
I'm so glad a Smash-related beer sucked.
This is, by the way,
it didn't suck the whole way, but, I mean, it was not... Oof.
Oh, so yeah, Stable 12 is a brewing company. Nothing against you guys. They're from Phoenixville.
Oh, I've had Stable 12. I've had other stuff from them. They're pretty good brewery.
Yeah, this one...
They had that beer Too Many Games that we kept getting. They had the fucking... Oh, what the hell is it called?
Oh,
It was like hazy-ish kind of too, but... I can't remember which one, but they had like the bar, the after party, Too Many Games had Stable 12, and people were just rocking that.
They did. It wasn't this.
It was good. Really good.
Also, the night was a blur by then, Jim.
Fair. Very, very true.
We were
Anything
eating
would have tasted good by
some
then.
cheesesteak egg rolls. So
Those were so
those were good. And we were still known by name by the bartender.
Yes, we were.
At least I was.
She remembered my name the weekend after she saw my card. Was that going for me? You forgot my card last year. I had to go back for it.
Fuck, I remember that.
Not only did I have to go back for it, then it turned out it was in my pocket or my wallet the whole time.
Yeah, you were like, I left it there. I must have. And Jim is gonna Jim.
It was literally the Bart Simpson, did you check your pocket?
Oh, fuck. I was telling someone about that weekend and your comments.
What comments? I was a good boy.
You know your comments.
That's a good boy.
Your comments to me.
Oh, your comments. Those were justified.
What the fuck?
Oh, those were justified. Fuck is this shit?
With that, Chambers, maybe to be fair to Stable 12, we'll get a fresh Super Mash Brothers.
Yes,
and see if it's
maybe being a year old, not doing it any favors.
not having the sentiment at the bottom.
Look,
which I swear I can still feel it, by the way.
Yeah, I've had to throw out Mad Elf before. I've opened a Mad Elf, one of our favorite beers, as you know. But if I see a fucking,
The floaties.
if I see the floaties, I'm like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah, that was a terrible experience. Hams, you never did us wrong. Everyone watching, thank you so much for listening and watching. If you are watching on YouTube, please make sure hit the subscribe button, comment below, let us know what you liked, what you didn't like, and if you're listening on Podbean, iTunes, or Spotify, hit the subscribe button, leave us a 5-star rating, and whatever you say in your comments, we will say on each and every one of these Power Hour podcasts. With that, I want to say have a good night, everyone. Cheers.
My wife always says, "Why are you in? What's wrong?" When I walk through the door, and I go, "What? I'm fine." And then she goes, "Oh, you just have a look on your face."
You do have a look.
I have a look.
Just like you make comments and you plant seeds.
Have a good night, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.